All right, we're here with JR Briones from Waukesha-MMA. How do you feel going into the weigh-ins tomorrow?
I feel great. I feel 100%. It's the best I've felt in a long time for a fight. My weight's down. I feel great.
What have you done different treating this as your first pro debut fight compared to your amateur fights?
I really embraced the grind of the training, of the things that I don't want to do, which is coming in here, like say on a Saturday or a weekday or a holiday. And I really embraced that part of it as far as if that's what I want to do, I got to keep there. I got to stay there. I got to keep there and set an example for the ones that are coming up that aren't pros yet. So it's basically setting the example and embracing the stuff that I don't want to do.
All right, so while you're in the gym, what have you been working on? Some strengths, weaknesses, some things that you want to improve?
My weakness, I guess, has always been the grappling. The wrestling is I did it as a kid. You know, I've always done stand-up and kickboxing. So from the first day I've ever came to the gym, it's always been wrestling and grappling and always pounding out the wrestling. And now that we got Coach Tomes, in my opinion, is the best wrestling coach in the state. It's over. He basically, this time around, we were training as a wrestler. You know, I was in wrestling class the whole time, just drilling and drilling and drilling. And all those, as you can tell by my ears now, they're all cauliflowered up. So I've been strictly a wrestler for the past couple of months.
Nice. And how do you feel that's going to improve your game from last time just being a striker?
Seeing things about looking for certain things now, like tell signs that he might do for, you know, he's getting ready to do something. He's ready to go for a snatch single, things like that. And once, not having to think about the defense about it, now I can just do it automatically and just going on feeling, just drilling and keep making sure that those triggers are there for me to use instead of me having to think about, oh, I gotta put my arm here, I gotta put my leg down. Now it's just automatic, and I could kick any high school wrestler's butt right now. I'd take state right now.
So knowing that Corey Anderson is All-American out of Whitewater, is there anything different you want to go into the match knowing he's a wrestler? Or?
Well, as far as the fight he took before, he knocked the guy out, so he's got some confidence, at least in his power, you know. So I look for him to at least try to stand with me for a little bit before he's gonna just shoot right in. But the longer he stands with me, the worse it's for him. So he'll get to wrestling sooner than later, sooner than he wants. I know that he's gonna want to start wrestling.
How do you see the fight going? First, second, third round?
I see him coming out trying to swing. We exchange a little bit, and then his technique as far as that's going to go out the window, and he's going to start swinging wide. He's going to go for the smothering and the hugging and trying to get me to the ground, and he's not going to like it when he gets hit. And that's how I see it going. But he's got to get through. He's got to get through my hands, my elbows, and knees now since we're pro. He's got to get all that to get to my legs. So.
All right. So your game plan just kind of keep the center of this octagon or the cage, and just kind of move around from there?
Yeah, keep my distance, keep my hands moving, keep my feet moving, make sure I can't sit down and make a standard target for him to shoot on or to grab onto. It's always punch, kick, or whatever, and then move off, and then keep circling around him,
All right. Goals for the fight? Anything in particular you want to make sure you do correctly during the fight, or something you want to strive for during the fight?
I want a crowd-pleasing fight. I want to walk out with a knockout win. I want to give the crowd something that they want. I know that they don't. I know they respect the game as far as all the grappling and stuff like that, but you hear that I just want to see a knockout every now and then, and I want to give that to them. I plan on giving that to them.
All right. Other than you've been coached by Reese Shaner, Ben Tomes. Have you gone anywhere else? Or is it all in house at Waukesha-MMA?
I keep the majority of my time here, and through Reese, through his connections at Duke's, I've gone there sometimes to refine some of my techniques, and that's a great experience to get to work with other guys at a higher level than some of the guys that are in the UFC, and that was a good experience. That's great, and just to see where you can stack up against them, and that's cool. But I usually keep it in house because we have people here that push me on a daily basis all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. Who's gonna be in your corner for this weekend?
Reese, Old Man Shaner, and Coach Tomes.
All right, cool.
The best dressed, wrestling dressed coach out there.
Anything you want to say to your opponent or about the fight that's coming up?
You should have took a few amateur fights before jumping in with me. I'm no one stepping stone. I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean? It's not going to be easy fighting. You're not walking over me. It's not going to be nice for him. He's not going to like it.
All right. So training's picked up for you since you became a pro. What's the major difference from amateur to pro? Is there anything in particular?
As far as psychological, I take it more as it's business, it's a job now, it's work. So I can't just take a day off when I don't feel like training. So it's like you got to be there, you got to train, even if it's just mental reps. Just get there and keep your mind in it. It's all fighting, training, just keeping that edge real nice and sharp, just staying into the limit of step over, you might hurt yourself, and being too lazy, you just want to keep that right on that edge. You got to get it to that point. And the only difference is that I just got to stay here and keep doing it, even when I don't. As an amateur, I could take a day off, or I don't feel like doing it today. I'm okay. Now it's 5 minutes around. The extra 2 minutes is a bitch when if you're not ready for it, it'll shock you. So I really worked on the cardio, really.
All right. Do you have a Twitter account?
No, I've never Twittered.
No.
I don't tweet the deets.
Do you have a Facebook fan page?
I have a Facebook. I'm going to start that soon. Because I don't know. I'm not that kind of person that makes a Facebook fan page, and I was probably disappointed on how many people that don't like it or something. I don't know. I don't know how to do things like that. And I'm going to get someone to help me out, and I'm going to have to do that now for promoting. I'm a professional now, so I have to do that. So it's part of the game. And like I said, it's doing things you don't like. So I got to do it.
Anything about yourself that fans should know?
There's a lot of things that they should know. It's about, I don't know. I really like to please the fans as far as fighting goes. I do it. Some people say they do it for themselves, and that is part of the case. But I like it when the fans are like, "Great fight, you're my favorite fighter," and I like seeing them pleased after a good performance by me. I like that. I really do.
All right, cool. This is Kyle Carroll, USCombatSports.com with JR Briones, and he will be fighting Corey Anderson from Illinois this Friday night at Potawatomi. All right, thank you, JR.
Thank you.